reason why we have fried bread. So commodities are provisions given by the government to reservations due to us not being able to hunt and gather for ourselves. So we were starving on reservations. These commodities were unhealthy and weren't enough to combat the starvation. As the story goes, the natives used what they could, and they created fried bread so we wouldn't starve.
نحن الآن نحاول نهرب من المكان. قدم بسرعة بس قدم اجري. توقف الدفاع المدني يعني الآن وخاطروا بأنفسهم من أجل إخراج كبار السن. يعني هذا المشهد الذي ترونه أمامكم الآن.
أين الشهامة؟ أين الشهامة العربية؟ أين الزعماء العرب؟ تعالوا اتفرجوا على سيوفكم، على نسائكم، على كل الشعب
العمارة هذه عليها لقطة نزلوهم تحت نزلوهم
Okay, right now they are coming with this stuff here to intimidate us and to blackmail us. So they said if we will not go into the buses, they will not give our passports back. All of us has legal visa. No one of us has weapons or anything like that. We are peaceful. We have nothing bad. So please share rightly. So the world has to see what's going on here. Look.
Hey, I got somebody. What's up? I don't even know how I get viewers on here. I got kicked out of TikTok, so 28 people. Are you kidding me? Alright, that's a good start. I'm being censored on TikTok, guys. Hey, Steven. Or Steppen? I don't know how to say that.
Definitely can't eat there.
Alright, cool. So I'm giving YouTube a try because TikTok just censored me. They closed my live stream out, so I'm not able to do TikTok for like another week.
Quick story. My cousins own the biggest
got flag restricted, warning for misinformation. All I'm doing is playing my Instagram feed. So
on their animals unless they use GM.
Anyway works, even Trump reps soon. Anyway works. You mean getting restricted? I don't know what you mean. So, anyways, I got to get some more work done here. Hopefully, I get some more people, and hopefully, YouTube don't give me any problems. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll give YouTube a good try here. Let's see what happens.
The animals are all sick, which means that they all have to be vaccinated. Big Pharma's #1 customer.
So I'm making mud huts. I'm adding Portland cement to this, and that's what I'm doing. So thanks for tuning in, guys.
Big agriculture takes.
Please check out my content. If you have TikTok, find me on TikTok too, please.
Anything from Walmart, anything from your local grocery store, unless it's born in your city, raised in your city, died in your city, grass-fed, don't fucking eat it, and don't eat in those places, because if you do, you're going to wind up getting cancer, and you're going to wind up getting fat, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's not your fault. It's illegal in France and Germany, these hormones. IGF-1, Google that shit. Love you. It's a downfall. See you.
and the witnesses. You can hide behind your masks. You can remind us all you are just following orders. But let Yelmo remind you of something. There's always a digital footprint you will leave that will lead us straight to you. You and your crimes. The raids. The cages. The checkpoints. The silencing of voices trying to feed the starving children. The world sees it. The world records it. You think your badge, your uniform, your government contract will shield you forever. History says otherwise. From ICE agents ripping families apart, to those attacking aid convoys, to anyone who raises their hand against the innocent. Your crimes don't vanish in the dark. The data lives on. The videos spread. The names are written down. And there's one thing history proves. Justice hunts. Accountability catches up. Truth never stays buried. You may outrun it for a while, but one day, the world will remember your face, your actions, your legacy, and when that day comes, you'll wish you stood on the right side of history.
It doesn't matter, sir. We're just following orders. You got a warrant.
Why are you doing this? You don't say you're going to be arrested for
She's sick! She's sick!
Why are you doing this? They came from persecution. From dictatorship. I'm from Iran. I'm from Iran. You're so cruel. So cruel. Why are you doing this?
You can
I am Ibrahim Traore, and today I'm pulling off your masks. Here are the numbers for you, real numbers. Africa owns 70% of the world's cobalt reserves. Your cell phone, your computer, your electric car won't work without cobalt. This cobalt comes from Congo, but Congolese can't afford cell phones. Africa owns 90% of the world's platinum reserves. Catalytic converters, electronic devices, medical implants, they all need platinum. This platinum comes from South Africa, but South Africans are crushed by unemployment. Africa provides 30% of the world's gold production. Mali, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Tanzania. Gold flows like rivers from our lands, but our people swim in poverty. Africa supplies 65% of the world's diamond production. Botswana, Angola, Congo, Sierra Leone, billions of dollars worth of diamonds are extracted, but our miners live on $1 a day. Africa owns 35% of the world's uranium reserves. Niger, Namibia, South Africa. Nuclear plants run on our uranium. Parasites burn our uranium, but our villages have no electricity. And you still ask,
I don't ever do live streams on
no, the right
YouTube.
question is,
Now I
how
gotta
is
build up my
Africa
YouTube.
poor while being so rich?
It really
Here's your
sucks.
answer. Colonial
Oh, nice. I got some thumbs up. Hey, guys.
You used to come and occupy
Hey, Jaden.
now you come and establish companies. You used to take by
Yeah.
force,
Making a mud hut.
agreements. You used to rule
Concrete.
with the whip, now you rule with credit.
And I just got kicked off of TikTok. I can't do live streams there for another week. So.
States, but you'll never write about these. Glencore, Swiss-based mining giant, extracting cobalt in Congo. 2022 revenue, $256 billion. A tax paid
I
to
don't have a big
Congo,
following on
500
YouTube, so now I gotta build up my
That's
YouTube. It sucks.
0.2%. Is this justice? Rio Tinto, British-Australian mining giant, extracting bauxite in Guinea.
Freedom of
20 million
speech,
tons
man.
annually. What's left for Guinea? Environmental pollution and cancer. Total, now Total Energies. French oil giant, extracting oil in Angola, Nigeria, Congo. 2022, profit, $36 billion investment in Africa. Dirty pipelines, Anglo-American, founded in South Africa but now in London. Diamonds, platinum, iron, taking everything. What it left in South Africa, 6 million unemployed miners. And these are just the tip of the iceberg. What about the invisible, the secret deals, the offshore accounts, the transfer pricing tricks? Every year, $88 billion in illegal money flows out of Africa.
So I got my mud right here. I'm trying to show you on the
Every
screen.
year, $45 billion in aid.
And I'm adding Portland cement to the
Everyone
road.
writes about this, but no one says Africa is not the continent receiving aid, it's the continent giving aid. I am...
You guys see that?
Thank you.
No one ever got one done, so you done. I just want to say.
I want to dedicate this song to my hometown, Palestine. And I want us all to pray together for love, hope, and peace. And I want to see your flash up in the air. That's so beautiful.
So we all know that Charlie Kirk is terrified of debating me, but more recently he's been getting so embarrassed when people have called him out for it that he started to tell bold-faced lies. Here's a clip of a student at Cambridge University calling him out.
Cool.
Let's take a look.
I know you've debated Dean Withers on Jubilee before. I was wondering why you now refuse to engage with further debate with him. He's making videos about you avoiding him in your campus debates.
I say, excuse me, Dean, we'll talk at another time. He makes this YouTube video as if I'm scared to debate him, even though I debated him twice in the last year.
Charlie, I have no clue why you decide to lie about this. We've debated 3 minutes one time, which was on Jubilee, as the student pointed out. And funny enough, after that Jubilee episode, you went on a podcast, called me intelligent, and said that you would love to sit down with me for a second debate. I find it funny that you've changed your mind. Let's go ahead and play the clip from that podcast.
Very smart kid. I actually think Dean is more likely to one day become more conservative because he's intellectually honest.
Would you ever be open to sitting down with him again and speaking to him?
Dean, for sure. I think he's on a journey of intellectual discovery.
Listen, Charles, I understand that you probably don't want to take 2 L's back to back, and you just got absolutely bodied by those Cambridge students, but I say you and me sit down and we have a debate. Stop running, and also stop lying. So we got Newsom. We got him. We sent a PRA request to the state of California asking for documents to support governor's claim that he had pre-positioned 110 engines in Southern California in the days prior to the Palisades fire. We just received the state's production, and not surprisingly, Gavin lied. And according to the documents at the governor's office of emergency services, pre-positioned 45 engines and 3 hand crews January 5th to Southern California. All caps. None of them were sent to Pacific Palisades. In fact, the closest resources were sent to Santa Clarita, over an hour away from the Palisades. This evidence supports our claim against the state of California that it did nothing to ensure that the Lockman fire did not rekindle on its parkland during the predicted and historic Santa Ana wind event. If they were going to pre-position resources anywhere, you'd think to send a strike team to Pacific Palisades, where a fire had occurred days earlier in Topanga State Park, the majority of which had not burned in. The only thing Governor Gavin Newsom was truthful about was admitting that the Palisades fire started on state park land.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet, sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting...
I don't think I've ever seen this many people before.
I've never seen any pro-Israeli march anywhere in the world that has anywhere close to these numbers. That tells you a story. that the people stand for Palestine, while the government, the politicians, and the media stand for the powerful. And I think that shows you all you need to know.
Stop. And scroll Allah will see you you save me from this my children. Fear hungry. No make hearts, no food, no water. Please donation and come back. Stop.
Stop, please stop. Stop, listen to me. 5 seconds, please 5 seconds. Brother, sister, please. I am living Gaza. I am no food, no home, no water. Please follow. Please follow, brother, sister. Please, I am look my family. No eat, no food, no home, yeah, brother. Please, listen to me. Please listen to me. Please follow, comment. Allahu Akbar. Please follow. Please follow like. Please follow. Comment. Allahu Akbar, brother, sister. Allah bless you. Please help you. Please. Allah bless you. I am no food, no home, no water. I am hungry. Please, yeah, brother. Allah bless you. Please. Stop, please stop.
Lucky, she's 14, so this is to prove that anybody can do this method. You don't have to be super strong. I already got her hand duct tape right here. She's going to do the shin method as well and push through in the shin. And you purposely want to tighten the zip ties because you want to increase the tension to make the zip tie break easier. Nice. All right, so now I have Lucky zip tied. Now we're going to do the friction saw method with shoelaces for people that can't do the shin method to break it. Sit on your butt and flip one of the laces over the zip tie. Tight to the other end. Now pedal. Behind the back. She's free. Lucky.
Where you from?
I'm from Palestine.
Are you from Free you!
I know, free Palestine!
Free you! Free your daddy! Free your mama!
Stop, please. By watching this video to the end, you could help me save my family. All you can do is to press every single button on the screen and comment 5 sentences about Palestine to spread my voice to the world. You are our only hope. Your humanity is our only last hope. We depend on you. Thank you so much.
Where you from?
An open letter to the president from the drummer of Motley Crue, Tommy Lee. Dear effing lunatic, at your recent press conference, Moore, a word salad that had a stroke and fell down a flight of stairs, you were clearly so out of your depth you needed scuba gear. And then within minutes of going off air, your minis were backpedaling faster than Cirque du Soleil acrobats. Do you know how insane you sound? You're like the geopolitical equivalent of, wow, that stripper really likes me. Only 10,000 times crazier and less self-aware. You are exhausting. Every day is a natural experiment in determining how long 300 million people can resist pouring out their own a-holes with an ice auger. And every time I hear a snippet of your Queen's tinged banshee larynx farts, I want to scream. We're tired. And as bad as we all thought your presidency would be when Putin got you elected, it's been inestimably worse. You once called a hostile nuclear armed head of state short and fat. How does that help? He once accused a woman, a former friend no less, of showing up at your resort bleeding from the face and begging to get in. You, the guy who looks like a Christmas haggis, inexplicably brought to life by Frosty's magic hat. Yes, you of all people said that. You recently attempted, with evident glee, to get 24 million people thrown off their health insurance. You gave billions away to corporations and the already wealthy, while simultaneously telling struggling poor people that you were doing exactly the opposite. You endorsed a pedophile, praised brutal dictators, and defended literal Nazis. 99% of everything you say is either false, crazy, incoherent, just plain cruel, or a rancid paella of all four. So enough for the love of God and all that is holy, good, and pure. Would you please finally and forever shut your feculent KFC hole until you have something valuable or even marginally civil to say? You're a fried dick sandwich with a side of schlongs. If chlamydia and gonorrhea had a son, you'd appoint them Health and Human Services Secretary. You are a disgraceful, petulant hot stew of casuistry. God-awful, look it up. God-awful ideas, unintelligible non sequiturs, and malignant rage. You are the perfect circus orangutan diaper from Plato's World of Forms. So, F you, Mr. President, and F you forever. Oh, and Vance, you oligenius house ferret. F you too, you Bible-thumping, creepy, neat loser.
They don't make workers like this in the U.S. This is not meant to be a political post, but this is an extreme example of the toughness. I've never met anyone born in the U.S. that has that type of resilience and willpower.
They wanted us to destabilize the Middle East, turn it upside down, make it under our control. I went through the Pentagon 10 days after 9/11. I went downstairs, I was leaving the Pentagon, and an officer from the Joint Staff called me into his office. He said, I want you to know, he said, sir, we're going to attack Iraq. And I said, why?
What?
He said,
Even though you was playing the news?
we don't know. He said, I said, well, did they tie Saddam to 9/11? He said, no. And then I came back to the Pentagon about 6 weeks later. I saw the same officer. I said, why haven't we attacked Iraq? We're still going to attack Iraq. He said, oh, sorry. He said, it's worse than that. He pulled up a piece of paper off his desk. He said, I just got this memo from the Secretary of Defense's office. It says we're going to
what?
attack
I do Instagram,
and destroy the governments in 7 countries in 5 years. We're going to start with Iraq, and then we're going to move to Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Iran. I said, is that a classified memo? He said, yes, sir. I said, well, don't show it to me. This country
just sit there and have my
was taken over by a group of people with a policy too. This wasn't what the American people voted George Bush into office for. They didn't actually vote into office. It wasn't what many of the people who
the Epstein files that have already been released show that Trump is all over the files. He's in multiple pictures with Jeffrey Epstein. There's multiple videos of Trump with Jeffrey Epstein. There are plane logs of Trump on Epstein's plane. There are statements by Trump about Epstein. There are court pleadings of alleged victims of Epstein naming Trump. So we need to have these Epstein files released. The Epstein...
Stargate. Put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure.
The data centers are actually under construction. The first of them are under construction in Texas, the Abilene location, which is our first location.
Abilene is a town on the western central plains of Texas. We kind of scratch and fight for everything good that comes our way.
I had people reaching out and they said, well, is the president going to come see you? And I said, well, he hasn't texted me yet. So.
I'm thrilled we get to do this in the United States of America. I think this will be the most important project of this era.
Welcome to Abilene, Texas. This is the site of Project Stargate, a very mysterious, much talked about, much speculated about project that brings together OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle. If it all comes together, building after building on this red dirt behind me will be filled with chips that'll power the AI revolution.
What we're undergoing right now is sort of the largest infrastructure build in human history. It's going to create new ways of doing business, it's going to create new ways of invention, and it's going to really drive humanity forward.
And you may think, well, I'm not undocumented, so this isn't my problem. Wrong. Because this isn't just about who's being deported, it's about why this is being done the way it's being done in the first place. It's about who's in line next time when the migrants are not enough to satisfy the profit potential of their model. You understand me? The infrastructure right now is being built today. The data surveillance, the AI-powered raids, you know, the indefinite detention laws, the elimination of due process, the criminalization of entire populations. This isn't going to stop with immigrants. You'd be crazy to think it is. Like I said, it's just a pilot project. It's going to be used on you. It's going to be used on your protesters. It's going to be used on your political dissidents. It's going to be used on whoever refuses to comply. It's a system of repression, not immigration. They're using wartime laws from 1798 to deport people without hearings. Wartime laws, what more? I don't see any more except for the one that the government itself is waging on their own population. And they're waging that on behalf of nothing but the private sector, on behalf of the empire of capital, yes. And you may think...
طبعا المية في شمال غزة مقطوعة نهائيا. سبحان الله بنقول لهم تطلع المية بياخدوا منها بيشربوا منها كمان. شايفين كيف؟ من هول صرف صحي كمان. طلع المية سبحان الله تطلع نظيفة لأنه ما فيش بتوضوا منه وبصلوا كمان وما فيش مية من مرة يعني في الشمال. الأمور كلها شايفين؟ احنا بنستخدمها.
The president sent federal agents to arrest a man for speaking. Don't get lost in anything else. The rest of the story. The president of the United States sent federal agents under direct orders to arrest a man for speaking. Their people are all tied up in citizenship and visas and green cards and all this other. The president of the United States sent armed federal agents to arrest a man for speaking at a protest, and they are now trying to deport him from the United States. Do not get this messed up. Again, they're going to be like, oh, but he's supporting the president of the United States. Sent armed federal agents to a man's apartment, ripped him from the arms of his pregnant wife, threw him in a van, drove him across a river, tossed him into an ICE detention facility, then flew him halfway across the country to hide him deeper inside of the ICE deportation system, so that way his lawyer and his wife, who is 8 months pregnant, could not find him, all because he spoke at a protest. The president of the United States did this. And then the president of the United States has tweeted, along with members of his administration, along with his allies, along with his donors and others, that this is just the first one. The president of the United States is declaring that the First Amendment is dead, that the only speech that is protected is speech that Donald Trump allows. That is what this entire moment is. And anyone who tries to claim otherwise is lying to you. We're hoping that it isn't happening. Pull your head out of the sand. The president of the United States is arresting people for their free speech. And if this continues, we don't have a constitution. The president...
Shout out to all the people in California that want more dams. Ecosystems like this are crucial to the homies. We don't need more dams, bro. Dam up these rivers, that's why it keeps burning. This is also what Donald Trump calls brush. And he calls it a forest too. This is chaparral, a crucial ecosystem for all the wildlife around here, home to tons of endemic lilies, tons of crazy native plants, tons of wildlife that we need to protect. You all know about the public land grab? Oh, we're going after public land. There's a public water grab. They're coming for our water in Northern California, and I'm sick of seeing it. They want to dam this up and build another fucking reservoir and dam in Northern California from the Sacramento River. It's not sustainable. Agriculture uses 80% of our water, contributes to 2% of our GDP. It's not based, bro, and they want even more water for free.
Signing an executive order to open up the pumps and valves in the north. We want to get that water pouring down here as quickly as possible and let hundreds of millions of gallons of water flow down into Southern California.
We gotta let that water free flow, bro. The Delta's already dying and salmon are going extinct. Fuck your Delta tunnel, fuck your Sites Reservoir, fuck all that shit, bro. You need to stop taking our water. Sacramento River is not always the solution. The Delta is not always the solution. Build your own fucking reservoir and get some desalination. Because what you're doing right now is crashing biodiversity. When salmon are gone, we're gonna be next. You just don't know it yet. We can't allow this to happen. If they dam up rivers like this, the chaparral will burn. And when the chaparral burns, they'll blame climate change, not the fact that they stole all our fucking water. And it doesn't come from Canada. It comes from Northern California. And we need to protect it and protect the salmon. That's why salmon are going extinct, bro. Fuck your dam.
Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit. Shows that we are united. Shows that we ain't gonna take it. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit. Shows that we are united. From my hometown, made memories of friends. From my
Are you a little nervous this morning? See? Do you understand what these proceedings here in court are all about? You know what a lawyer is? No?
Forward. Forward.
How long will 8 billion people allow 100 families to control them?
8 billion people
are being controlled by 100 families.
Who are these families?
These are the elite oligarchs that control the planet. You know, they literally run us. They tell us what to do, hear, see, smell, taste, touch, feel, where we can go, where we can't go. Don't cross over that invisible line, because if you do, you know, you're illegal and all this other kind of crazy stuff. They're running us, and governments are put in place to work for the people, but they got it flipped, and they got us working for them. Right. And telling us what they're going to do to us if we don't listen to them. That's the opposite of what it's supposed to be. The problem, the reason why the world it is today, why we have this boot on our neck, is because of us. We're the problem. The 8 billion are the problem.
We haven't elevated our consciousness to the level that
they're sharks. A shark smells blood, a shark attacks. Right. A shark is going to be a shark. How come we as 8 billion people haven't stopped falling for these divide and conquer tactics and stop fighting each other and realize who the real enemy is? While we're fighting each other, they're just cutting up the pie and laughing at us. Left wing, right wing, all the same bird. Right? There's no such thing as a Democrat or Republican. Mm-hmm. The only thing that does exist, like I say, is a group of elite oligarchs that torture men, women, and children worldwide. That exists. Democrat, Republican doesn't exist.
More and more people are seeing through the illusion. You ready to wake up? Comment book and uncover everything and know the only truth. A book packed with over 380 pages of pure conspiracies. Just drop a book in the comments or hit the link in the bio before it's too late.
How long?
Daddy's gonna go to Gaza this week, okay? Because millions of people around the world are protesting for a free Palestine because we are done with this genocide. Because we are tired of a 77-year occupation and apartheid struggle. We have made as much noise as we can, and I can't see any more direct action to save people from starvation than having to literally get on a boat and carry food and water and medicine to Gaza. This is a last resort. This comes from a place of incredible frustration because we have tried everything else. We have spoken up on social media. We have raised our voices on the streets. What else is there left to do but to get on this flotilla to Gaza? I know the risks. I know the risks. I have 2 children. I want to be able to tell them that we did everything in our power to try and bring attention to this. We did everything in our power. The way the children of Palestine are suffering today, children around the world could be impacted tomorrow. That violence can be exploited. This demands a basic human right to global solidarity. We have to do more. If I can get on that flotilla, if I can inspire young people around the world to do the same, just imagine if all these started to be the big investors and they head to Gaza right now. What would Israel do? How would they act? How would they behave? They can't kill all of us. Get it?
Useless. Yeah, YouTube's nothing, huh? Don't get anybody on YouTube. That's cool. No, so freaking dumb. This world's freaking done. This world's done, guys. It's freaking done. I'm out. Nope. No support on YouTube.